see. Chez Reavie at 16, the par 5, his second shot, and this hole was no match for these players on Friday.
Certainly wasn't, and Chez Reavie from 248 yards. You can see him just sneak it by the bunker right there, up onto the putting surface, and that ball's going to continue to roll out. It's going to wind up right in that 12-foot range.
Leaving him this putt for eagle.
And Whit, you hit it this close, you know what you have to do. Oh, yeah. Eagle for Chez Reavie.
65 on the day for Reavie, finishing at 9 under par. Stuart Sink having himself a nice year so far at 12, his third shot.
Short-sighted himself here, but playing a cool little bump and run shot there. Running about 6 or 7 feet by the hole. And the key to Stuart's game this week, he is 7 for 7 saves today. When you can keep the bogeys off the card, that sure does help.
68 on the day, 8 under for the first 2 days. Charles Schwartzel at 16, the par 5, third shot.
Fantastic bunker shot right here in the back portion of the bunker. Yet pretty much have to play a little chunk and run right there. He did it to perfection.
He'd make the birdie, get to 8 under par, and then at 17, his second shot to the par 4.
And just watch how beautiful that swing is there. Nice and high finish with the arms, playing the little fade into this front right pin position. Leaves himself a nice uphill look for birdie.
12 feet, in fact.
Really good looking putting stroke right now for Schwartzel.
66 on the day, finishing at 9 under par. As we check out the leaderboard in Memphis, 3 players on that number: Chez Reavie, Sebastian Munoz, and Charles Schwartzel. Ben Crane, a former winner in Memphis, shot 65. He is 2 shots back. Schwartzel talking about his round afterwards.
It's nice confidence for me. Felt like whatever I was working on at the Memorial, those feelings that I brought over here is really sort of paying off. I feel like I can control my ball flight really well. I feel confident off the tee, and I'm putting well. That sort of puts you on top of the leaderboard at this stage. So I'm really excited about the next 2 rounds.
This event is not typically part of Adam Scott's schedule, but he made good use of it in the first couple of days. 9th hole, par 4, second shot.
Saw some players have a little trouble with this hole earlier, but Adam Scott from 130 yards, nice wedge, kept it underneath the hole. That would be a birdie for Adam at 9.
Got him to 1 under par on the 14th, the par 3.
And this swing is the envy of every player on tour. Tough par 3 here coming down the hill. Green is well guarded by this water hazard. Not a problem for Scotty. Almost a 1.
Just a little 7-iron, by the way, from 192 to get him to 2 under. And then at 16, the par 5. Here his second shot.
Well, just another perfect tee shot. 227 to the hole. You see the full release. I mean, those shoulders, and you hear Steve say, come on, come on, come on. 6-iron. Catches a little bit of the ridge and would have that left for eagle.
17 feet for the eagle at the par 5.
And he had pretty much missed everything up until this point. I was thinking 1 has to go in eventually. Breaker from left to right. Eagle gets him going.
Up to 17, the par 4. After just annihilating a drive, this is second shot.
Well, it's 344 to the end of the fairway, and he didn't even hit driver. But 153 yards and another good iron shot.
Trying to play his way into form prior to the U.S. Open. 64 on the day for Adam Scott.
My iron play is really good, especially today, and I just had to not get frustrated with a few close calls on the greens, and finally got a couple to go on 16, 17. So, it's a good round of golf, which I needed from where I started the day, and hopefully I got 2 more really good ones, and I can find myself playing the back 9 with a chance on Sunday.
I mentioned that Adam doesn't typically play in Memphis. His only prior appearance at the FedEx St Jude was 2007, and this is what he did. He was 9 under over the first 3 days, 5 over in the final round with 5 bogeys or worse, and on the tough scoring holes, +5. That is the trend that he is trying to reverse this year in Memphis.